hustler, all that, because elephants don't sleep, and we ain't getting no sleep over here. I'm tired right now, so I got the lens on.
That's the money bags on the eyes, ain't it? That's the money bag.
The money bags, I'm telling you, for real.
You don't work, you don't sleep, you don't eat. So, like, we'll put that battery in your back to keep going hard like that.
Just the reward of it all. Just knowing when you don't stop and you stay consistent, then eventually you will flourish from it. So just going through the trials and the tribulations, but also going through the goodness of it. It's always the pros and the cons, the good and the bad, but I can say through the bad brought the good, if that makes sense.
That's lit. It's like to everybody who was born and raised that.
I'm old country girl, as you can tell from my voice, very country. I'm originally from Marion, South Carolina. Small town, population very small. As they would say, I'm from the slums, but we call it the swamp. Shout out to Swamp Town. Shout out to Swamp too, because he put the city on the map with this rap battle. So shout out to him.
So you doing rap battles growing up?
Well, actually, it's funny because I started doing poetry and then I got into rapping, and then I put out my first song, bro. We was putting out songs on tapes, so I put out my first song, and the chick from high school dissed me on a CD. So I was like, oh, I gotta come back, and I gotta come back strong. So I started. It kind of like forced me into battle rap, but it didn't last long. I'm not a battle rapper. But a dude that I rap with when we was kids, he's actually in battle rap, and he's very successful right now. And we from the same hood, so shout out to Swamp for that. But yeah, I ain't. The battle rap was very slim to none.
Oh wow! And then you said CD. So like, how long was this grind of you like doing music or like steady grinding? How long has it been so far?
I mean, I've been rapping since I was 12. So when I was 12, CDs wasn't very popular. So we was rapping off tapes. We was rapping straight off the computer. And my cousin was into the engineering and all of that. Even though it was a little rigged, so we was recording off tapes, not CDs. So I've been rapping since 12, but like really on the independent grind, really making moves, going state to state. It's been going strong since 2016. But I did get in a car accident where I had to sit out a year. But I came back stronger 2017. So I'm unstoppable. Nothing can stop me.
That's it. And what was the first? Like you said, you did poetry. How long you did that? Like, what age you started poetry?
I started poetry at like around 10.
Mm-hmm.
English was really my subject, so I just found interest in writing poems because I like to put words together. I like to rhyme, and then that's when I was introduced to rap. Like, oh well, if I can write poetry, then I can rap. So I started with a group. We was Dream Team Squad. We had the school on lock. We was rocking our gray sweatsuits, posted up on the fence at recess. Yeah, we was lit. Shout out to Dream Team Squad. You know how we used to rock out back in them days.
And was you like doing talent shows or like how was you start really like getting on stage or whatever, like doing talent shows or whatever, start your process?
Well, talent shows, to be real, I didn't really start doing talent shows to high school. In the auditorium, that's where it started. They had a talent show for a little while, and then believe it or not, I was in JROTC and I was a drill sergeant. I was real motivated with that too. So they used to take us on a trip to South Carolina State every year, and I ended up being a part of South Carolina State's talent show. And believe it or not, it was a rap battle, and I had to go against a dude, and of course I smashed. You feel me? But it was a girl. She was knocking everybody out. One female, she was knocking everybody out. Believe it or not, she was from the hood too, and it was like 12 people. She knocked everybody out, and then of course they say me and her for last, and the crowd was going crazy. It was dope. So that was like my first talent show, but it was also like a rap battle. Even though she beat me, but she only beat me because she had already went against 9 niggas. You feel me? So of course they gonna pick her. But now shout out to her though. That's really the only like that was my first exposure, as in having like a huge crowd, because it was like South Carolina State homecoming or something. It's like it was a big event, so it was packed from the front to the back of the auditorium. So that was my first big crowd in high school.
Damn, okay. And I know rap battles can be very disrespectful. Like, so was y'all like very disrespectful on stage? Cause like you gotta go at somebody. Like you gotta have real tough skin. Like, cause I'm a fan of battle rap. I watch it somewhat of it. They
Yeah.
be very disrespectful. So like, was y'all going at it like that?
Yeah, but of course it had to be clean, so it was on another level. Like you really seeing where you was at mentally, you know. So we had to keep it clean, but I think that was a challenge, keeping it clean and still throwing shots. And to be real, them niggas was up there folding, and the females came through with it, came through with the W. So shout out to all the female rappers out there. You know, it's our year. Hip hop's still alive. Believe that.
I know, man. I know. I feel like ever since 2018, 2019, been like a window of females right now. They just coming out of everywhere. Like they just,
Yeah,
it's
I
like
mean,
a boiling pot.
right. I mean, if they really just get out here and start spitting, stop rapping about their body and all that other nonsense, and really spit some bars like they used to in the 90s, they will be even more lit. You feel me? But we got a lot of dope female rappers. I mean, of course, the mainstream or not, a lot of them just doing what works. But when they really get down to the nitty gritty, these females can really, really spit. So I respect it.
What was the first song you ever like recorded though?
Oh man, that's a good question, bruh. Like I said, I've been recording since I was a kid. I can't even tell you what my first song was, but I can tell you my first song that had like the city going crazy. We made a song called "Fuck It," and it was like, "We getting money over here, fuck it, dope over here, got hoes giving blow, counting money over here. We gonna get this money, something over here." So yeah, that was the first song that really had. It was like the next thing to like a Nuck If You Buck. So it's crazy. A little nigga hit me up about the song day before yesterday, saying that he wanted to hear the song because we recorded when we was kids. So that was my first like song that really, because it was like I said, it was Dream Team Squad that I was a part of, but I was the first lady of the group. So my name was Puppy Toe back then, because I was into playing cards and spades. And so I just came up with, I'm gonna call myself Puppy Toe. Even got a little tat I need to get covered from that. But yeah, I was first lady of Dream Team Squad, DTS, and the boys, they of course grew up. They're men now. They still do their rap thing, so they turned Dream Team Squad into definitely true spitters. So shout out to them. So yeah, that was the first song. You got me over here reminiscing and shit.
I know, man. Bring back sweet memories, ain't
it? Yeah.
So, what age was when you really started getting it? So, what age when you got in the studio then, or whatever? Do you remember that?
Like a legit studio or just
a legit studio.
Legit studio. I would say 2013 is when I went to a legit like recording sound studio.
Wow, that's 8 years ago, ain't it?
Yeah. Everything else, like to be real, I had some talented people around me. So my homeboy learned how to engineer, like legitly, like how to really do it, like with the portable, what you call the shit? Damn, I can't think of it now. But everything was portable, and he taught himself how to do it. So we never had to go to the studio, because we always believed in ways to cut out the middleman. So if we didn't have to spend money for recording time, that's what we was doing, especially if it sounds good. So I didn't actually have to start branching out and doing it myself until I moved away from the city, where I couldn't go to my homeboy because we had a beat maker and all we had in-house. So 2013 is when I had to branch off and really do it on my own.
That's lit. How old are you now?
You don't supposed to ask a woman her age, man. Dang, you're trying to put me on the spot, cuz. I'm still in my 20s. Let's say that.
Late 20s?
I'm still in my 20s. Yeah.
29, 28.
I'm still in my 20s, cuz I'm still in my prime. That's all the people and you need to know. Yeah,
That's
but
lit. Then I seen you took pictures with DC on Fly
yeah, that was interesting. DC, I opened up for Lucci,
and
all in
Lil
the
Ru.
same.
So how
Lil,
that came together?
well, me and Lil Ru got booked for an event in my hometown. So of course, I don't live in this. At the time, I was living in Columbia, South Carolina. So they hit me up. We did the work, did the business, and then I went opened up for Lil Ru, which was dope because we was in the VIP rooms, and I went next door to him when he got in. It got settled. We chopped it up. We took a picture. Um, and then I did the show. He did his show, and we exchanged numbers, and we was out of there. Um, then I opened for Lucci, like I say, 2 months before I got with DC. So I opened with Lucci. That was straight, and then DC had a show in Charleston. And at the time, it was a camera guy I was working with, trying to bring him on the squad. So he actually got me in to be backstage with DC. So I was chopping it up with DC. We all left together after the event. It was dope.
You still in contact with those people?
I mean, I talked to DC not even a couple of months ago, maybe a month ago. We was chopping it up. Because he saw my video and he was hitting me up and letting me know like we could work whenever I was ready. Um, that was the last time I talked to DC, probably right before Christmas. Um, and I mean, at this point, you already know Lucci's situation, so ain't no talking to him right now. Yeah, so
I mean, Lil Ru.
Lil Ru, I haven't talked to Lil Ru since that night that we opened up, because I ain't really know. I think maybe one time I hit him up, but we never really stayed in contact, like to actually do a track.
Well, back in the Lil Ru only got one big song, Nasty Song. So
Facts. But he's actually a talented dude, though. He can sing. He's actually talented. But that's the only song that really put him on the map, because you got to think he was signed at Def Jam at the time.
got dropped.
Yeah. So.
Like a bad habit.
I didn't say it. Hey, Lil Ru, I didn't say it.
I
didn't
said
say it. Leave me out of it.
And then back in the 90s, though, they also had like a lot of females. Like they had ghostwriters for the females because their pen wasn't right. So you got any ghostwriters or anything?
Hell nah. We write everything over here. Ain't none of that going on. That's the beauty of this rap shit. Like being able to create. I can't be ELO, which stands for eloquent, if I ain't writing my own shit, because that means I'm not creating my own art. So, I mean, I no shade to nobody that have ghostwriters, but I'll write you a song. That's what you need, because that's a bag. You feel me? But as far as me, I'm not gonna put it out there like I wouldn't. If need be, if it's definitely gonna be a market decision or a business move, then yeah, because I feel like that's just the way of the world. Like there are songs that are, that people have ghostwriters for, which is cool. I'm not against it, but I just feel like to really be able to create that art, and when you hear that shit, I want you to know it's coming from me,
That's right. Then I see on Spotify, you got 95.8 streams on Spotify, 87 countries, 28.1 thousand monthly listeners. What that's like?
Man, all I can say, that's a blessing, because I dropped both of those singles in the same year, which was 2020, all during the pandemic. So I guess, right now people don't have nothing but time. Music is always, the way of the world. But now that people actually have to sit home and really just find something to do, they still looking for good music, and that's what I'm providing for them, and they rocking with it. So shout out to all my fans, man. Shout out to everybody all over the world that's really rocking with the movement and streaming. That's streaming Dead Dreams Grind Time. If you haven't downloaded, y'all go cop that. It's on all streaming platforms right now. So thank y'all. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I see Grind Time got like 119,000 streams so far.
Right.
Did you know it
Yeah.
was gonna be that big?
Um, I I didn't know it was. I mean, I really didn't know what to expect. I did really deep down in my heart. I knew, and with all the work that I put in, I knew it was going to be successful. I just didn't know how quick I would get there. So to get to almost 120,000 streams in just a couple of months, it haven't even been a year yet. So I'm thankful for it.
That's lit. That's lit. And then I seen you shoot the video for it. You got like 31,000 views already.
Yeah, 31,000. I'm thankful for that one. Of course, so that was the first track. So I'm blessed to get them kind of numbers. And with the second one, hopefully, I don't I haven't put a lot of business behind the second one like I did the first one. But we still working on Dead Dreams. So hopefully Dead Dreams it'll get out to more people and people will really start rocking with it once I really like take my time. Right now I'm in the process of rebranding, so it kind of got things in the way, but I do feel like both of those songs are going to continue to blossom. So
Do you have like a distribution or something like the distributed music out?
yeah, which I'm trying to get away from. I'm not even gonna say trying. I am gonna get away from. So I use distributors, but however, there are ways to, you know, cut the middleman out. So that's what I'm working on right now, cutting the middleman out. Really, just being a all around boss.
That's lit. And you're completely independent, right?
Completely. You know anybody? Completely independent. Everything me and my team is all us. Shout out to my team. Shout out to Pizzle TV. Um, Shout out to my assistant, Miss Stevens. Yeah, so shout out to them, man, because they support me 100%, and without them, we wouldn't be as far as we are. So I'm thankful for
And
being able to get this far with just us.
how many people you got on your team so far?
Right now, I have two strong candidates on my team. All you really need is one. So I'm blessed with one. Pizzle TV, he's all around. He's a DJ Playboy, Pizzle TV. So y'all definitely got to check him out. He on all social media platforms. So that's my DJ, my videographer, my photographer. So I got all that from one person, and then my assistant, Miss Stevens. She's dope. She keep me mentally together, and make sure that I get what I need when I need it. And dang, what happened? How you make that? Hold on, cuz. Okay, there we go. Um, she's there spiritually, and that's the biggest piece for me. Just making sure that I can mentally be involved, no matter what I'm doing. So I'm blessed. I'm blessed with what I have now. Oh, I'm sorry. I have a consultant, Twan the dude. Shout out to him. I don't want to overlook you, my brother. He's definitely 100% behind this music when it comes to the marketing. So shout out to him for everything that he's doing for me as well. So a total of three people, because he is the big piece of this thing when it comes to marketing and being able to shop me to labels. And
So has any labels reached out to you so far?
you said what?
Has any labels reached out to you so far?
None since I rebranded myself. I did get hooked up with LA Reid back in 2017. I also got Universal Records. One of their representatives confronted me with a contract, um, just on like an independent deal or whatever, and it didn't work out. So I ain't mad at it. I'm glad certain things happen in my career, so I know the do's and don'ts. And that's really it. Nobody hit me up. And to be real, I don't even know what route, if that's the route I want to even take, because it's a lot that comes behind it, you know. And I already work a regular job, you feel me? And I don't like taking orders because I am my own boss as well. So I like to work on my terms, you know. And even at work, I work on my terms, so I can't really go through a label trying to recreate me. But if we could stay on the same page, then I'm good with that.
What was that conversation like with L.A. Reid? Because he's got a lot of you know, controversy, and he's also got a lot of good credit. So what was y'all conversations like talking about business?
Well, of course, it was a representative that I was dealing with. I don't want to get too much into it because I can't really speak on it.
You signed paperwork?
No, I didn't sign anything.
Why you can't speak on it?
Yeah, I can't speak on it.
Why is it?
Just because, well, it's kind of funny because I did sign, but I didn't sign. Like, I signed an agreement that was only short term, so I really wanted to see how the process was going to go. So I didn't actually sign to the label. You feel me? But there was some paperwork involved that I did sign, but it wasn't like a hold on me or a hold on my music or any of that. We didn't even get to them for me to even release my music. They heard my music. They put my music in the right places. They had me come out do a show in Miami for a whole week, and things was a flop because it's a lot of how can I say it, unprofessional business going on out here. So I mean, I would just say to the people, if you're an artist and you looking to be signed, just make sure that, for one, you don't go in without an entertainment lawyer. Don't try to go get a divorce court lawyer, because it's not gonna work. You need an entertainment lawyer that really know about this thing, really know about these contracts. So I'm hungry for the deal, but I ain't thirsty, if that makes sense. So they ain't really rock with me like that, because I basically ended up bailing out on them before the week was over. I went and shot a video because they was playing. It's just too many people get involved and things get messy. So that's really all I'm gonna say on that.
Right. Gotta take the losses sometimes and make some W's with them, though.
And that's exactly what I mean. You know, I'm glad certain things happen, so I'll know how to move in this thing.
Then you shot a video called Dead Dreams. They got 26,000 views. And
Right.
they got big numbers. Who you shot that video at? Who directed it?
I directed the video. I wrote the whole thing. I planned it out for a few months. So I kind of went in knowing how I wanted to shoot it. I actually shot that video in Florence, South Carolina. Just because, shout out to Jackson McGill Funeral Home. They were the ones that let me use the hearse. So we have a good family friend relationship with that funeral home. So I went back closer to home to shoot that video, just because I was able to get access to the things that I wanted to use, just off GP, just off of, you know, people supporting me and knowing this grind that I'm on. So I like to shout everybody out that was in the video. Some people like the Care, she's a model. Shout out to Care. Y'all go follow her. Bumblebee is her Instagram name. I met her in LA at a show in LA, and she was 100% down. Didn't even know me, first time meeting me. So yeah, that was dope. That was a dope video.
Well, that's dope, man. You directing your own videos now, man. That's lit right there. And what's the meaning behind that video?
The meaning behind Dead Dreams is really like, it's no use in talking about something that you're not gonna chase. So any dream that you're talking about, or anything that you say you want to do in life, or anything that you want to become, is dead if you ain't chasing it. What's the dream without the ambition? It's like a whip with no transmission. You niggas fishing for $1 with the cash missing. I stay thinking of a plan so I can live different, and that's facts. It's a fact.
Yeah, man. You can have a vision, but you ain't got no provision. You ain't going too far with that shit though.
You said what?
That's
You
lit,
said
right? I said you can have a vision, but you ain't got no pro. You ain't got no provision. You ain't gonna go too far with it.
exactly, exactly. Big facts.
And then you had another line. Then you said people talking about screaming Black Lives Matter, but don't know the meaning, and it take more than the semen to create a demon. What you meant by that?
You said what I meant by that?
Yeah, what you were talking about that?
Um,
Like what that verse meant to you when you wrote that?
I mean that line has a lot behind it. You know, a lot of people just talking about Black lives and don't really understand what our people really need. You know what I'm saying? Like just popping out when it's time to do a protest or when somebody getting killed. But it's an everyday grind when it comes to Black lives. It's a everyday process of trying to get equality. So, um, you know, people don't really know the meaning behind it. It means more than just a organization. You know what I'm saying? That someone started. Um, but when I stated it takes more than just more than a, what I said. It takes more than semen to create a demon.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I mean that's just self-explanatory. You know, like people are not born to hate. You know, so you know that's something that's taught. So that's really what all that stood for. It was a lot going on in that line. You know, that's close to my heart. So, because I spread love, not hate.
That's dope, man. That was a catchy line right there. It was lit. I really
I appreciate
fuck with.
appreciate
I fuck with it, man. And that doing crazy numbers as well. So did you ever thought like, man, this is gonna do numbers?
Yeah, yeah. I'm actually looking forward to this one to go a little more crazy. You know, it ain't went crazy enough. Um, because this track was really shout out to Dez, the producer on that beat. That beat was fire. So yeah, we looking forward to Dead Dreams to really prosper and do more because that's definitely something to relate to the people. You know.
That's right. That's right. What's some of your favorite places or cities to perform at?
Of course, the A. I got a show in literally like what time it is? Another hour and a half. Hey, make sure you stop by the store too, cause um. So yeah, I'm in the A now. The A always lit. Cause this the music state. You know what I'm saying? People gonna always rock out. They gonna always show love. You gonna always meet more talented artists. Um, Atlanta is one. I want to say out of my favorites, I'll say Miami because Miami shows so much love. Miami is so lit, so I would say it's Miami for me.
That's dope. And then I also seen one of you recording. You had your daughter in the studio with you, man. What's that like?
Yeah, that's different. It's definitely more of a grind. You know what I'm saying?
Stand up right there.
Huh?
I said that's real stand up right there.
Yeah, yeah. My baby is really what keeps this thing going. Why I haven't stopped, why I won't stop. So yeah, I had her in the studio with me, about to knock the mic over. She actually almost did. I had to cut the video short. So yeah, I mean, hopefully she'll enjoy it and be a little musician herself. You know how people want their kids to play sports. I want mine to be a musician, whether it's the violin, piano, things that I did when I was a kid, but I didn't stick with it. And I wish that I did because those are things that could take you very far because entertainment is just something that's never going to stop. It's only going to keep growing, especially if you're an actual musician. You can really go far. So hopefully she becomes better than I am.
So you don't play any instruments?
Nah, I used to I haven't picked up an instrument in a minute. I used to play the drums, I played the piano, violin, but I didn't stick with it. So I can't even tell you if I can still play or not.
That's lit. That's lit. And all right, Valentine's Day is next month. So do you have like a Valentine's Day crush or something planned?
You said what?
Do you have a Valentine's Day crush? Like Valentine's Day is next month. Do you have anything
Valentine's Day
planned?
crush. Nah, only thing I'm crushing on right now is this grind.
Christmas grind.
So, just grind. That's the only thing I'm crushing on.
All work, no play.
I'm telling you, all work, no play. I mean, shout out to everybody that's in love and everybody that's looking forward to the dinner. But now we eating at the crib.
That's lit.
Probably writing some music, and I cook my own steak. You know what I'm talking about?
You cook your own food?
Yeah. I actually was on a little healthy diet that I got off of, but I'm about to get back into it. Cause I can't really eat out unless it's something real like chef like it gotta be real good. I'm not a fast food type of chick, so yeah, I'd rather cook than I don't like to, but and then when I'm on the road and stuff like this, I don't really have the time to. But we gotta eat something good if I'm gonna eat out.
That's fact. That's fact. I thought you would have a chef or something, man. A personal
I
chef.
did. With Grind Time, I had a chef for that video, but it hasn't really been a time where I was supposed to have a chef for my video release, but he was in Texas. So he couldn't be there to come whip up some food for me. But yeah, I can't wait to the day where I can actually afford to have my own personal chef. You know, because it's definitely the move. It's a different. It's so different, man, and it has you so spoiled. It don't make no sense. So maybe one day.
What's the hardest part about being an independent artist behind the scene that the fans don't see, or people watching on social media or whatever?
The hardest part, um, everything. It's not just one part that's that's the issue. It's money. It's I mean, I'm blessed to have 3 loyal people to me. But before the people that I have on my team, it was hard. Like having the right people around you. You know what I'm saying? To shoot stuff the way you need it shot, and just trying to bring a team together. But I would say the hardest would be the finances, because it takes money to be in this thing, and if you ain't got it, you'll go under. If you can't find ways to get it back, you'll go under. So that's gonna be the hardest part, just putting the money into it and understanding that you're not going to get it back right then. You know.
Yeah, I
So
see it in the long run.
exactly, like it happens over time. So I think that's the hardest part.
How much money you invested so far?
Um, how much I invested? I don't even want to say. Um, just this year alone was 20 bands.
Damn.
Yeah, 2020 was 20 bands.
Mm.
Um,
Was that cash, credit, deposit, check?
Cash, straight cash. And I be looking at my account like, damn, God, damn.
So how much you had ran up last year?
Huh?
How much you had ran up last year?
I ran shit up. I lost it all, Yates. I probably ran about half of that. I probably ran up about 10. That's why I was able to really invest 20 into this thing. So I ran up 10. Over time, I saved 10 and I had 10. So yeah, 20 bands gone in less than a year. Lord bless it.
I know, man. Hey, it's money well spent, right?
I reckon, like the old people say, I reckon.
I reckon. Has any celebrities or stars like hopped in your DM so far yet?
Yeah, them motherfuckers ain't no damn good. Yeah, I done talked to some.
Who was it?
But I ain't want to call no names, because I want to pop my shit real quick, so I can't call no names. Because one is very, very well known. I ain't gonna put him on blast, but man, I don't give a damn about them stars. I'm a star. You feel me?
They
I'm a
flew you
star.
out?
Huh?
They flew you out?
No. We ain't even got to that part because I don't be playing with these niggas. Like,
Not yet.
No, it gotta be from a genuine place. You know what I'm saying? I'm a very spiritual person. And if I don't feel it deep down in my soul, if it don't feel right, I ain't doing it. But I've had some people that I was excited about. Now I ain't gonna lie. I'd had some people watching my stories, and I don't even be on the gram like that. So to have certain people come and just look at me was very like mind blowing, because that just let me know if I really get into this thing where I'd be if I really go hard on social media, because I don't. But you know, I'm nobody in my DM yet that I'm just like I like I told you, I was like, oh my gosh, but then when we really start talking, I'm like, nah. I done got burned in the beginning, you know what I'm saying, the early stages of this. So that I don't get starstruck. I don't get all like, oh, I gotta meet this person. Let me go to fly out to LA right now. Nah, I'm good on that. Like, it gotta come from a genuine place for me to just rip.
So what was it like talking to some of those guys? Like, what kind of vibe did you get? Were they like piece of shit people, or were they mean people, or like shallow? Like, what was the vibes like?
Nah, they regular people just like us. I felt like it was genuine, because it was a consistent conversation. But I also read between the lines of feeling rushed, or like, oh well, when we gonna go ahead and do this. And when they start, it's like a drug. They start scratching their neck like they can't take it no more. Then it's like, all right, like, you going too hard, so I'm gonna fall back. So um it was exciting, because it's like, dang, I'm really talking to this person, like, I got this person gave me their number, so this is like legit. I could legit call this person.
You still got
But
their numbers?
huh?
You still got their numbers?
Yeah, they in my DMs, not in my phone, because I ain't gonna call them, so I ain't no need to put them in my phone, because I'm not gonna use them. So
Has
for me, it's pointless.
has any of them offered you to buy you a Birkin bag?
Hell no, I wouldn't even take it. Give me the money. Okay, you want to give me something? Give me the bag. I want the bag.
You know what you got
Really
to do
bad.
for it, right?
And that's the point. I ain't doing nothing.
Well, you know it.
I ain't doing nothing for the Birkin. I ain't doing nothing for the money. I ain't doing none of that.
Hey, that's what they gonna say. You know what you got to do. You own it.
Mm-mm. And that's why none of them numbers in my phone. You feel me? We
Future
on
in your phone. Future hit you up.
Future.
Yeah.
Man, next. What's next? What we go? What's the next question?
Did you watch the Keisha Cole and Ashanti versus battle?
Yeah, I did.
Did you enjoy it?
Nah, well, from my research, I saw that it was the egg. Watching it from Instagram, the technology was bad. I just thought it was just overall, like, I thought it was on their end, but some people were saying on Apple Music it actually played well. But from me watching Instagram, and we watched it on TV. It was terrible. It was terrible.
How you hooked it up to your TV?
From a laptop.
Oh, okay. So you got
Yeah.
Instagram app on your phone and you do it like that? Or...
Nah, my assistant do. I don't know how to do none of that shit. She all into that, so she set it up. And we watched it. I was actually getting my hair done while we was watching it. So, yeah, that wasn't all. I mean, of course, we all know Ashanti won, but outside of that, I'm gonna just leave it there. But yeah, I'm just ready for the next one.
What are some versus battle you would like to see?
Versus battle, I would like to see. We were talking about this yesterday. Um, I would say Ja Rule and 50 Cent.
Man, that's a slaughter right there. 51 already.
51, man, you
Yeah.
fake. All 50 got is one album, in my
Nah,
opinion. All he got
nah.
is Get Rich or Die Trying. He got a few other ones too, but Ja Rule, everything Ja Rule put out was a
Ja
hit.
Rule don't got a classic album at all. He got
No, but
hits.
he got hits, and that's all the verses is about. That's what y'all got to understand. It's
Right.
about the hit songs.
But if that's the case, I think Future could beat Jay-Z in the versus battle. Off
I'm not.
hype and
I'm not a Jay-Z fan, so I feel like anybody can beat Jay-Z in the verses.
yeah. Give me two more. Give me two more versus battles you would like to see.
Fantasia and Jennifer Hudson.
That's a good one right there. I would see
Yeah,
that. I like that.
yeah, that would be dope.
Who you think will win that?
Of course, Fantasia, because of she got more hits. She got more
You do?
hits, but Jennifer is a better singer. But the verses is not about who sounds the best. It's about who got better songs. And Jennifer Hudson don't have a lot of songs compared to Fantasia. Fantasia,
That first album.
unless it's either Jennifer Hudson and Fantasia, just because of that. Oh, hold on one second. Give me Game Silver, Cigars, and then White Owl Silver, if they have it. My water up there. Here you go. I think I left it at the house. If not Fantasia and Jennifer, then Fantasia and Jasmine Sullivan. Just because of the songs.
I love Jasmine. Jasmine can sing though, and she got good songs. Yeah. I don't know if she got enough hits for Fantasia, because Fantasia's first album is a classic to me though.
But Jasmine Sullivan was a hit. Her what was the name of that project? Where it had lion, tigers, and bears.
Oh yeah, bust the windows out your car.
White Owl Silver. Yes. All those songs was good. Like
that album was good.
In Love with Another Man.
Yeah.
She had a lot of good songs. Bust the windows out your car. That whole project.
Need You Bad. That song Need You Bad. That's a real. I don't know. Fantasia could play some hits. She could play that song Baby Mama. She could
play her whole project. Like
that whole first album is good.
That whole first album, yeah.
The whole first project is solid though. Now after
I think when it comes to like projects, I feel like it would be better to watch them. But I feel like just doing it for the culture, than Jennifer Hudson and Fantasia, because they got a song together. It's kind of like, it reminds you of Brandy and Monica, like a newer version. Yeah,
that was a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one. Just because they collab and all that, and Jennifer and Fantasia really just remade that. Yeah, so, and then being American Idol, winners,
and being successful one after that.
Exactly.
I believe she was the most successful one, I believe, out of all of them so far.
And what's the white girl name? Something.
Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah, Kelly Clarkson. Hey, I'm Dutch. Cigarillos though. I don't know why I ain't asked for Dutch in the first place. Yeah. So.
Give me another one then. That was 2.
Damn, who else I said? Let me think. I would say let's say B2K and Pretty Ricky. Let's do it for the culture. Let's do it for the 90s, for the 90 babies. Let's do it for the culture.
I mean 2000 babies, like we don't know that, but I mean the early 2000s.
The late 90s. You right, the late 90s. But I ain't gonna lie now, I was getting Just For Me perms when B2K was out, because they was putting B2K pictures in the perms. So B2K been out for a long time, believe it or not.
But they ain't had hit.
But you're right, it was 2000 though. They was like early 2000. Nah, they was late 90s.
That'd be a good one. What about I think that'd be a good one though. That'd be a nice one.
I mean, I feel like as far as like people being hyped about it, because I be thinking about like what's gonna draw people attention. I feel like that one would do it. But I would wholeheartedly, even though I know it would never happen because he already stated it, but I would like to see. I only said Pretty Ricky and B2K because I know the one I want to see ain't gonna happen. But Chris Brown and Usher.
That'd be a slaughter though, man.
And that's the thing though. It's like that can't really happen because Chris Brown is in a different era. Cause Usher is the GOAT in his time. You feel me? So I feel like it would be an insult to him for them to be like, "Oh, we want you to go against Usher."
You said Usher the GOAT.
Where Usher is the GOAT. Usher been in this thing since he was 13, 14 years old. Like
The
he
GOAT
is a modern. Like Chris Brown took after this man. Like Chris Brown being in it, just their stories are similar, just in a different time. Like Usher was in this thing since he was like he was acting. You saw him on all the little shows back in the early 90s. He was every song Usher ever put out, just like how Chris Brown is. Every song smash. You never heard a track of Usher that was whack. He could put out a song today and it's gonna ride.
The GOAT is in jail and he's from Chicago, Illinois.
And who is that?
R. Kelly. Robert Kelly is the GOAT.
He don't count because he locked up. And to be real, I'm gonna tell you, me personally, I never said R. Kelly because R. Kelly can't go against nobody. Like he's gonna win just because his name. Like you say his name, he's gonna win. Period.
But that'd be a good versus battle, R. Kelly and Usher though. That'd be a pretty good one.
It'll be good, but it's gonna
he'll win.
No comparison. Yeah,
R. Kelly will win, but Usher that'd be a pretty decent one though.
Yeah, I posted a status about that. Like
Usher and Tyrese should do one though.
Usher and Tyrese, that's good. Usher and Tyrese, I didn't think about that now. That's good.
Mary J. Blige and Alicia Keys. What? What do you think about Mary J. Blige and Alicia Keys?
Man, you know doggone well nobody can go against no Mary J.
I think Alicia Keys have a good run. That'd be a good run right there.
It would be, but I mean, Alicia Keys ain't got that many now.
Mariah Carey and Mary J. Blige.
Mariah Carey, man, I'm about to end this live because you talking crazy. You know Mariah Carey.
That'd be a good one right there.
Mary is in the time of her own too. Like it ain't Mary. You can't compare Mary to nobody for real.
Mariah Carey did a song with Whitney Houston, one of the greatest.
But we talking about Mary, okay? You talking about Mary J. Blige? Nobody can. That's just not gonna happen.
That'd be a good. Which one did you like so far that you've seen? What's some versus battle that you like so far that you've seen already?
I like the Brandy and Monica. I like the Gucci and Jeezy. So those are my two favorite ones right there. To be real, I wasn't really into it, so I was never watching them until it was somebody I wanted to see. And I was telling everybody that Jeezy was gonna eat, so I had to watch that one.
Man, that was crazy though. Like Gucci was standing up for like over a whole hour straight, calling him pussy and motherfucker to his face and calling him a bitch and all that. I felt like he had a gun in his pocket. The way he ain't sit down a whole hour. I think he had a gun.
Yeah, he didn't sit down the whole time.
He was energized and a healthy and shaped 40-year-old man. Did not sit down at all. And he was calling the man pussy the whole night. Just calling him pussy.
Yeah.
And he says, yeah.
I feel like Jeezy handled it the way he's supposed to because Jeezy is just a different type of, like when you listen to Jeezy, you was really getting money. You listen to Gucci, you smoke the filters on the Newport. So they ain't the same. Like it was two different hustles. You know what I'm saying? Like you end up Gucci fans was selling nickel and diamond and then getting locked up going to jail for it. If you was a Jeezy fan, you was making bread but turning it clean. You feel me? So it's just a different type of grind when it comes to them two.
Last one before I let you go. What's your definition of coming outside or jumping off the porch? You was outside.
My definition of it is being able to bring something to the table that nobody else it can bring. So if I'm jumping off the porch, like, you gonna know I'm out here because I'm gonna make noise while I'm out here. So anybody can jump off the porch, but it's the substance behind it. So jumping off the porch for me is really like, how can I say it? Making a special appearance.
How old you was when you jumped off the porch?
A kid. When I first picked up the pen and said I wanted to rap at 12 years old. So that's why I always tell niggas to put respect on my name, because I've been out here and I've been writing my own music since day one. Ain't nobody had to teach me how to do this. I taught myself.
I don't think you can teach somebody how to write. Well, I don't think you can teach somebody how to like create music. I think you got it or you don't. Don't you think?
That's what I believe. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's not possible, because if you stay consistent on a certain craft, you can master anything that you continue to practice. But it's just like basketball, you know. But even then, you know, some people just gifted. You know what I'm saying? So anything could be taught, but it's all about whether it's really something you're supposed to be doing.
That's fact. That's fact. That's fact. Are you in the Maybach right now? I see you like getting chauffeured.
I wish I was in the Maybach. I'm in the Jag. I'm in the
Jag.
Jag truck. Yeah.
2020, 2021.
What year this thing is, boss? 2021.
Hey, that's yours?
I wish it was mine. Nah, it's my drop. My cameraman, my DJ. This his whip.
How I feel to get chauffeured around?
Made it always feel good. You know what I'm saying? I done got chauffeured a couple of times. It always feels like, yeah, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? I just can't wait to get I can't wait to get chauffeured in my own thing. You know what I'm saying? My G-Wagon. I ain't even gonna want to get chauffeured. I'm gonna want to drive myself.
When the last time you drove somewhere, man?
Yesterday, I had to drive to my mom's to take my baby before I came today. No, that was Thursday. No, I'm lying. That was Thursday. No, that was Friday. Damn, when I left. Yeah, that was Friday. Friday morning when I drove.
What you smoking on right now?
I ain't smoking on nothing yet. We don't do too much illegal stuff while we on the road. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be smart out here with this thing. So, but we ain't smoking no grass. I can tell you that.
It's good. Is it good?
Yeah, I don't really be smoking like that. I really bought cigars for somebody else. So, but it's not a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? I just need a little glass of wine, and I'm good.
Hey man, listen, Lou. I appreciate you coming by right now, man.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
I enjoyed you.
Same here. Likewise.
Hey man, you got anything new about to come out or anything? A shout out, so I'll let you
go. Yeah, so I think I shouted everybody out that I wanted to shout out. Y'all make sure y'all go check out my boy Swan Do featuring Mano Came Up. It's a hot track. It's on all social media platforms. That song is really dope. Definitely a motivational song. A podcast will be coming soon. I'm not gonna really speak on too much of it, but that's my next project that I'm working on. Music already in the stash, so it's just really about when it's gonna be released. But right now, like I said, my focus is still doing my marketing and really getting Dead Dreams out there like I did with Grind Time. So that's really it.
Hey man, you gotta put me on the podcast with you one day, man.
Of course. Yeah, I would definitely keep you informed and updated.
Most deaf. I appreciate having you by, man. You have a good show, man.
I appreciate it.
You be safe out there.
All right, you too.
Yeah.